Hey guys, welcome back to Rod Doing Stuff. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I've got some trout that I caught. If you didn't know, I have another channel that I do fishing and outdoor stuff on, and this is my cooking channel, so I'll put a link to that channel into the description. You can check that out if you'd like. But today I'm going to show you how we smoke some trout that I caught out at Penguich Lake in Utah, and I'm going to show you my favorite way to smoke trout. Alright guys, so this is my favorite way to do it. I mix brown sugar and salt. That's kosher salt, 1 cup. So I do a 1 to 3 ratio of kosher salt to brown sugar. So I'll put 3 cups of the brown sugar in, packed down. Then we'll mix that together. And this is a really easy, simple way to do trout and have it taste really good on the smoker. Alright, so once you have that in there, probably could have used a little bigger bowl. We're just going to mix this all up. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed up, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so we got that mixed up. So what you want to do is we want to put a layer of this on the bottom, and we're just going to layer our trout in here. Then we're going to let this sit in here overnight, and what this will do is it draws a lot of the moisture and that out of the meat. It pretty much changes the whole texture of the meat, and you can just layer it in here. So I'll put 1 layer of the trout. I may have to get a second container, but this will give you the idea if I end up putting it in 2 containers. And you just put another layer of the brown sugar salt mix, and then you lay another layer of the trout on top of that, and you just keep going up until you've got it all layered in there, and kind of squish it in. It doesn't have to be perfect. Looks like we're going to have enough room here for all of our trout in this 1 container. And just get it all in there. Like I say, you can't really get too much, but you'll see when you come back, this brown sugar will pretty much turn to a liquid overnight. These are some pretty nice fillets I have here, pretty good thickness to them. You don't have to fillet the fish, you can just clean it and do the same thing with it, and it'll turn out the same way. And like I say, it's just 3 cups brown sugar, 1 cup salt. If you need more or less, you can adjust the recipe for that. Just going to dump the rest of this on top of here. And I'm going to put a lid on this. We'll put it in the fridge overnight, and I'll show you the next step in the morning. Alright guys, so our trout has been in the fridge overnight, and you can see it's a liquid now. A little bit of sugar left in there, but it's pulled all that moisture out of the meat. Next thing we got to do is get these rinsed off and get them on a rack and let them sit for about an hour, and they form kind of a pellicle on top of them. I'll show you what that looks like. Alright guys, so what you want to do is get you some cold water. You definitely don't want to rinse it off in warm water. You want to pull these out. You can see how the color and everything of them's changed. You want to rinse that off. If you don't rinse it off, it'll be way too salty. And you don't have to like really scrub it, but I do like to give it a little rub with my hands. And then we're just going to set it out on this rack and let it form that pellicle and dry out a little bit, and then we'll get it on the smoker. Alright guys, so that's it. Those are just going to sit out for a bit and dry up, and I'll show that to you when we're ready to put them on the smoker. Okay guys, so it's time to put our fish on the smoker. You can see it's formed kind of this little sticky area over it. That's what you want to see. We're just going to place that right on the racks here. First Smoker's set at 350 degrees. It's probably going to take about 45 minutes to an hour for this fish to cook. Alright guys, our fish is done. You can tell, I'll show you how you can tell. When you bend it and it cracks like that, you know it's done. So now, Spencer's here with me. We're going to have to get him to try this because he's the trout connoisseur over here at our house. And we'll see if it's any good. Alright, come over here. Off here. It's a little warm, you might want to blow on it. See how it is.
Good.
If you fish for trout, you like smoked trout, try this recipe. You can also use this recipe with salmon. It's really good with it as well. So if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.